Hey guys, Shadylikeatree here, and I have Reminiscing with Shady episode 20. This is Jetmoto. I love this game, as always. I love all these games I've played. But before we get into this particular game, I should make mention that this is a PlayStation 1 game, and I'm also very excited because pretty soon I'm going to be getting a Nintendo 64 with some of my favorite Nintendo 64 games, so I'm going to be able to play some of that and bring that to you guys shortly. In the meantime, I'm going to be busy playing PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and Xbox games, which is what I do pretty much every day for the most part. I should also let you guys know that, again, as with many of these games, this is the first time I've played this game in a significant amount of time. So, yeah, just be on the lookout for the fact that I suck, and the suckiness will continue. So this game here, again, Jetmoto, was originally released October 31st, 1996, and then it was re-released again in May 2007 on the PlayStation Network. What you are watching is not a PlayStation Network version. It is the original version on PlayStation 1. And you have two races, I guess, two different maps. This is Swamp, and then the next map after this one is over is Joyride, I do believe. So the game was developed by Single Track, who also took part in Twisted Metal 1 and 2, although I was not able to determine what exactly their role was. And then it was published by Sony Computer Entertainment. So that's just stuff I normally include. So with this game, you basically, the objective is to win the race. You don't get guns, you don't get this, you don't get that. And when I hit that tree, I thought, oh damn, it's over, I lost. But the goal is basically to just stay on the track and then use those purple pole liner doodad thingy-mabob, whatchamacallit, horse pucky manure shits to determine your turn. So you'll see right here, and I'll hit this turn, and I almost wipe out, grab first place, stay to the right like always, and I'm about to cross the finish line in first place on this race. Basically, you're on like a jet ski that also goes on land and can fly and goes on all sorts of mucky shit. And you just win a race. You don't get, like I said, you don't get guns, you don't get weapons. You just try to outrace people, do your very best. The jets do best on dirt and roads like they are right here. But they don't have wheels, so they're like jet-powered futuristic bikes or some shit. I'm not completely honest about that and how it exactly works, but I'm picking my favorite racer. I can never, I think it's like Technician or something like that. I can never figure out his name, but I also like to ride with Max and Gunner. Those are two of my other favorites. Gunner is actually a girl character in this game. And there's 20 different racers, each with different personalities, different bike weights, ratios, speeds, etc., etc., different kind of personalities, and you just gotta try to get to the head of the pack, and you just do your thing. You also, with this game, you get 4 turbos per lap, and I haven't really figured out the second time through on this map when and how to use them. But the first time around, when I played this when I was, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, oh, I had that shit down pat. Because I never got past the first 3 maps that are featured. Because back in the day, I didn't know anything about playing single player or playing the story mode when I was a young, inexperienced gamer. And all I really knew about was, just playing single player exhibition races. No idea what multiplayer was or any of that shit. But yeah, so Jetmoto, lots of fun. This game, one of the things that always kind of drawed me to this game, besides the fact that my mother picked my games and the clusterfuckness of that, was that she didn't pick anything with violence until I was about 16, when she bought me my first violent video game that she'd bought me. I'd played others, trust me. Twisted Metal, derp. But Jetmoto, just, I mean, the idea behind Jetmoto just I find it so interesting that people can come up with this sort of shit, because it's part realistic, as I totally do just an epic fail there as I was in 4th place. It's part, realistic, jet ski kind of thing. But then someone's like, you know what would be really fucking cool is if we made the jet skis go on land, and then we made big ass jumps, and we put like broken roadways in the water and shit, and we made courses and gave them poles that they can vault around on, and put hot girls in the game to give, you know, 8-year-old boys something to think about at night. And you know what? That's actually kind of a cool idea, you know. And right here, I totally just get whacked because I screwed up. But and then here's another fail on my part. I'm gonna put epic fail on the screen right there, just because that was so bad, so bad. And I nearly lose the race, but losing the race by meaning being in very back of the pack. But I consider anything a top, you know, 5-6 finish, I consider that to be a good race and something that should be lauded and held up and applauded too. But yeah, before we end the race here, because I'm steadily approaching the end. We're on the 3rd lap here as I round the corner. Right, chaw. I had to do a Howard Dean there. I don't know why. You guys just never know what you're going to get with these videos. Sometimes I'm pretty serious, and sometimes I'm never serious. But I haven't been uploading these with bi-weekly regularity at all. Partly because I'm a lazy motherfucker. And partly because I just haven't had any time. I've been busy. I've been lots going on. And here we go. Ready. Whee! Splash. I don't know why I did that either. But yeah, so Jetmoto, lots of fun. Definitely check this game out. I think it's still $4.99 on PlayStation Network. Might be $5.99. Don't quote me on that because I'm stupid sometimes. And damn you for hitting me in the back, you Mountain Dude motherfucker. Oh, I forgot to mention, these teams are sponsored. So there's Butterfinger, Mountain Dew, my brain is farting. I think the Blue People is like a gasoline company. And fuck, who is up? That guy wiped out. That was funny. I think like Safe Speedway or some shit like that is another company. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but yeah, they have ads in these games. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Reminiscing with Shady. I'm your host, Shadylikeatree. Episode 20, Jetmoto.